Did she have stomach pain at all?
I think so. I think she did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I've never tried to like. That was she was my favorite one too. My favorite grandma. I wish my mom would have got a autopsy on her because there's stuff like the doctor asked me, and I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah, it's hurting more now that you're talking about her, so it probably is her.
She was bleeding, but they could never find.
It's hurting in the middle of my stomach. It's hurting in the middle of my stomach, but it's cramping lower. But like the very middle of my stomach, like right above my belly button.
It might have been.
I'm getting a sharp pain.
Yeah, like she.
It's not mine because it's out of nowhere. She ever give you a teddy bear of any kind? Or a stuffed animal? Stuffy.
I don't remember. I mean, and it's crazy because I was older. I was like 17 or 18 when she passed, I think. No, I was older than that because I had my daughter. She might have given my daughter something. I just can't remember. Like, I'm not good at remembering that kind of stuff. I mean, she gave us a lot of stuff when she lived in Missouri.
I mean, she keeps showing me like a teddy bear, but my teddy bear is sometimes my symbol for stuffy. Sometimes it's a teddy bear and sometimes it's just a stuffed animal.
She could have. I don't have any though. Like,
yeah.
I think I would have.
Your daughter, whatever. But
yeah, she could have gave it to her or my sister. Because she was pretty close to my sister. My sister might have it. She has a lot of stuff for my grandparents.
That's what I keep getting with her. And then flowers. Did she like flowers?
Yeah. She had roses when she lived.
I was just going to say roses.
When she lived here, she lived on a horse ranch, and she had a ton of roses on the ranch, on the farmhouse that they lived at. It was like all around the front. I remember that. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, that's what I was getting with flowers. Or roses. Actually, I was thinking of roses.
Yeah, she always liked roses.
Yeah. Yeah, because my stomach is like, it's her.
She did have something up with her stomach, and they could never find out where the bleeding was coming from.
Yeah. I just had a reading like that, and I had the same kind of pain. And it was because she was bleeding with her stomach. And they couldn't find it in her either.
And my mom never got her autopsy. I'm like, why didn't you do that? You never found out why.
I think her passing was due to internal bleeding. Because I'm getting the same kind of pain I did with the other lady that's what happened to. But
I'm wondering if she knew when she was going to pass. Like
on a soul level, they do. You don't remember a conversation with her when when she was in the hospital about anything?
Huh. Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she shows me you standing by her bed and you having a conversation with her.
I never saw her.
Okay.
My brother did go. My brother was there and went and saw her in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
But I had a conversation with her on the phone.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just symbolic.
Yeah. I wish I went and saw her, but
yeah. But she's just talking about a conversation. And I don't know if your mom maybe had a conversation. Someone was holding her hand. I don't know if it was you. But she's talking about a conversation that you had prior to her passing when she was in the hospital.
It probably was my mom because my mom was with her.
But you also had a conversation with her, right? Because it's coming in two different things. She's referencing you and having a conversation with her prior to passing, and then she shows me someone else standing by the bed holding her hand, having a conversation with her. So I guess talking about both of you guys having two different conversations.
Yeah, I did. I had a conversation with her on the phone the last time I talked to her.
I was going to say, did it feel like the last time you were going to talk to her?
Oh, yeah. I knew. I had a feeling. I knew. Yeah. She told me.
And you told her a lot of things you wanted to say, right?
Yeah. I told her, because she was telling me that she was tired.
Yeah.
She's like, well, then just go. it's fine. Just go, you know. She was just tired. It's crazy though, because she seemed like she was really there still.
Yeah.
I
get the reference to 2 days.
Yeah, within a couple days of me talking to her, she had passed away.
Okay.
It wasn't long. But she said, she goes, Angela, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
And I said, I understand. And I said, I understand. Like, I knew she was going to pass away. Like, I had a feeling she was going to. And I said, then it's fine. You know, she lived a hard life.
Yeah.
I mean, but she was super cool. She was so cool. She was that grandma that she was made it. She used to make my mom's clothes.
Stop, baby. It's okay. Come here.
She was like crafty grandma.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if she made anything, but I was leaning more towards blankets. But I was telling,
no, she made blankets.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
She taught my mom to crochet, so my mom taught me to crochet. So yeah, she crocheted blankets all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Was there a time? Did you visit her before she got sick at all, or no? She lived somewhere else, huh? But she shows me there's a visit. Like
she came out here.
Okay. Because she shows me there's a visit and you guys having a talk. You're like sitting at a table or something, having some kind of
She came out here
about something.
And she was what?
I said I just keep seeing you guys sitting at a table having a conversation about something.
Yeah. When she came out here to visit, we were talking about my mom and everything.
Yeah.
Because my mom was always, she's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. But I think it was like one of those conversations, you know, sometimes where you kind of sit down and you talk to someone, you have a really good conversation, and sometimes it's like it feels like it's late. It feels like it was late at night, or like just a time where you two were alone and you just had like this conversation, but it was a very I don't know, very important conversation for both of you. You just talked about stuff that you needed to talk about without things across.
Yeah, it was actually. Because that was like the first time I had seen her in years.
Yeah.
Because they lived out here, and then my grandpa was like, "Oh, I want to move back to Missouri." And we're like, "What the freak? You just moved out here?" Like, we were so bummed because we hadn't seen him, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, my grandpa wanted to move back to Missouri, so they moved back to Missouri.
Yeah.
And then she was able to come out one time, and I never saw her again, but I always talked to her on the phone.
That's what she was. That's what she's talking about, and there's some kind of conversation that was important. She's just giving that as things that were important to her before her passing, I guess, to just kind of validate some important moments.
I think I was 30 or 31 when she passed away, so it was, I want to say 10 years ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember Maggie was little. She was like 3 or something like that. And
yeah,
I flew out there for her funeral.
Well, it's her because now my stomach pain is gone now that we talked about it.
Yeah.
So
it's cool because I've always wanted to like know if she was there.
She's around. And that's just I'd like to know. You need to ask if Maggie about the stuffed animal or something. She gave someone a stuffed animal.
See, I don't know if Maggie would remember though. Like, I don't remember.
Well, you don't know if
Maggie has so many. I see Maggie has a bunch of stuffed animals that are put away. Maybe if I saw it, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, my grandma. Hey, do you remember my grandma giving you a stuffed animal or anything?" Not Wella, but Grandma Portwood. See, I think she was too little. My mom would know if I asked her.
Okay.
I bet you she did.
Why?
Why? Because she's picking up my grandma.
I know. She's just talking about how I haven't even picked up this to even try to. It's weird. I keep getting November, but I know that was Grammy's Grammy's grandma's passing, but it keeps coming in.
What is it?
November.
When did she pass away? That's another thing I'm not good at is dates.
What? The only thing I can think of is that pink stuffed rabbit that had a John Deere symbol on it, and it matched a pink John Deere blanket. So it was like,
Oh,
maybe
who
like
gave you that?
maybe like this size, and it was like tiny, and it had like a rabbit built into it.
Did she give you that?
You told me that it was from a grandma.
Maybe it was. You know what? It might have been.
Yeah, you said some grandma made it. So I found it one day, and I said, "What's this?" And you said some grandma.
Oh
made it.
no,
It's like it looks like a pink rabbit.
yeah.
It has a John
I
Deere
think
symbol.
Jolene made that.
No, you said grandma.
Maybe she did make that.
If she made blankets and stuff, I mean.
Oh, she was a good. She could make anything. She was good. But yeah, there was like a little rabbit, and it was like a John Deere little rabbit that somebody made. It was cute.
I still have it.
I know. I could have sworn Jolene made that though.
The only thing that I ever carry around with me from baby is this
Yeah.
blanket.
Damn, I'm trying to think.
Where's your brother?
Heidi. Damn, it's gonna drive me nuts.
Well, what's that?
It's all right. It'll come to you, or you'll find it, or something. That's what usually happens.
Oh, Kelly.
I mean, she just basically wants to say, but she basically wants to say that she loves you, and she said, "I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that those 2 moments were really special.
Yeah.
You know, that she's glad that she got to talk to you, and that she says that you meant a lot to her as a grandkid." And she says that she talks about the distance being a problem, and she wished she could have spent more time with you as you were an adult.
Yeah.
You know, and that you were older. But so that's one thing that she wished she would have been able to do more of.
Oh yeah, that me too. I wish I could have spent more time with her for sure.
Because she says when you were younger, did you spend more time with her when you were younger?
Yeah, because they lived here. She used to watch us.
She talks about a picnic.
I'm trying to think. We used to just go over to the ranch all the time when we used to get watched by her.
Well, she keeps talking about a picnic because I see like eating outside at a picnic, and
yeah, we always went to the ranch. I mean, there was.
Did you ever like have like a little picnic outside or something?
I think when we were younger, yeah.
Did she have a pond with ducks? Like a small one? Did she have a small
on
pond
the
with
ranch?
ducks? Okay.
Yeah, on the ranch there was a pond.
Because she keeps showing me a small pond with ducks.
Yeah, there was there was that, and then they lived next to one of the parks that had that we would go to.
That's what I'm saying. Did you ever have a picnic at the park?
I think so. Yeah. We wouldn't put it past us.
Okay.
You know, for us kids to do something, like she would take us over there.
Right. And then I see her. Did she ever try to teach you to make things?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Because she shows me trying to teach you to make crochet or blankets or something. Mm-hmm. I get a reference to crafts as well.
Oh yeah, all the time. She would always do stuff with us. She was that kind of like. I mean, my mom was in 4-H.
A hands-on grandma. Yeah.
Yeah,
is she was the one that got you into horses or something like that, or because there's a reference to her connecting you with horses.
Well, my grandpa, they lived on a horse ranch.
Okay.
And it was a racehorse ranch.
Okay.
And my grandpa used to take me out in the truck when he would go feed. And then that's
Okay.
like when I started like really like liking horses, and they were like expensive race horses. And I actually live down the street from that same ranch now,
Okay.
which is kind of weird.
Yeah, because she was just showing me. That makes sense then. You and the horses and them. Did she garden or anything like that besides the flower, like the roses? Like,
Yeah, she always took care of them all the time. She had awesome rose bushes.
but did she garden like any kind of anything else, or was it just roses?
No, I think she did have like a garden on the property by her house. She would go out there.
Okay. And she have chickens and eggs too, or no?
Uh
I see someone collecting eggs.
oh, that might have been my. You know what? I wonder if that's my other grandma, my abuela.
They can come in together.
She had chickens and rose bushes and peacocks, and she was another grandma that had a bunch of rose bushes, and she sewed too.
They can come in together. I mean, this where it fits.
Yeah, she had a ton of chickens.
Yeah, I was gonna say I see. That's what in together. Like they'll switch back and forth. Saw someone collecting eggs. So, but then there's this. It doesn't make sense about. Did one of them make buttermilk? Or maybe you don't know, but there's something about making buttermilk.
My grandma Footward, probably.
Okay. Was that
Michigan.
the one we were talking about, or the other one?
That was the one we were first talking about from Missouri.
Okay.
I have her butter churner.
Okay.
Allegedly. I can never believe anything my mom says, to be honest with you.
Well, that may be another thing she's saying is that she handed it down. You know what I mean? That could be another thing she's saying with it, multiple meanings. Because she's talking about the buttermilk, making buttermilk.
Well, that would be cool because I never believed my mom when she told me it was my grandma's.
Yeah.
Because my mom always freaking lies all the time.
Right.
So I can never believe anything she says.
Does your mom have your grandma's rings? Because
Yep.
I keep getting that too.
Yep.
Okay. Because I kept saying rings and being handed down.
I have one too. I have one on actually.
Okay, yeah, okay. You're right. That makes sense then. Yep.
But then again, I never believed it.
Yeah, no, it's hers. It's hers.
Like I have this one, the gold band. That's allegedly hers or whatever, but
it is hers because that's what she's telling me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because she's showing me a ring handed down, and maybe that was because you needed to know.
Yeah, because I never believed my mom.
Yeah, so she's saying it's hers. So those two things are hers.
Oh, that's good. That's super good to know. Ask her why I can't have the teacups.
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna say that right now. But I did. The reason why I didn't was because, I was making sure because that came in the last reading.
I know. So when you were doing the last reading, I was all, is that my grandma coming in right
now? I know, because they're so much alike, and sometimes they bring in the same stuff. So, like, I don't want people to think I'm just repeating readings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to say. I was like, I'm not going to tell her like half of this stuff because
I was just going to ask you about like the teacups or something.
Yeah, my mom has these teacups that are hers, and she has them. So allegedly, they're in her storage or something, and she doesn't have them in her house. But I think, Maggie says they're in her storage. But I've asked my mom if I could have them, and she's like, no. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, you don't even have anywhere to put them. Like, I would get a nice cabinet and put them in a cabinet because my grandma had them like out. Like those were her like It's crazy too because she loved him.
Yep. She was just bringing those up right when you were saying that.
I wish he can tell me something that she told my mom that nobody knows, and I could be like, "Look, Grandma talked to me, and she told me." You know.
You and I both.
Ugh, that'd be so freaking cool. That'd be so freaking cool.
I'm gonna try to get something.
I wonder if my grandpa's there with her. My grandpa was so cool.
Yeah.
He would. I wonder if he'll tell you, like, one of the favorite things he used to do when we would go over, like, I wonder if he'll say something about it, or she will. See if they bring it up. I'll just validate it. But I always talk about it every once in a while because I'm like, he used to do that and it was so cool. It is his brother can do it too.
I don't know, like I don't even know if this is what it is. Like, I hate when people ask me like for specific stuff because then I block myself trying to get it. But and then I question what I'm getting. I don't know if this is it, but did he used to like whittle wood or like make carvings out of wood, like with his knife?
He messed with his knife all the time. Yeah, he had a knife he always messed with, but I never saw anything. Like, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, because my grandpa used to do this kind of too, but he's like takes a knife and just like is like carving wood, but not really into anything, just like cutting, pieces of wood off. That's what I keep seeing him doing.
I think it's like maybe it's a Midwestern or Southern thing. I don't know, but he just sit there and mess with a piece of wood and his knife. He used to do that all the time. And his knife was super sharp. So
she keeps going back to the stop. She keeps going back to the conversation that she had with your mom before she passed. I'm trying to get. It's like I can see her, standing there holding her hand and crying, and talking to her, and it's almost like I don't think she knew. Was she there like around the time before she passed?
I think she was with her.
Okay, because that's what I'm kind of getting. Like, I see grandma's eyes closed. So
Yeah.
I don't know if she's just out of it or she's passing away, that kind of thing. And it's like I feel like your mom is saying things to her that your mom wasn't sure that she heard.
Yeah, maybe.
So she's talking about, I hear the words thank you. Like, thank you for like taking care of her. Thank you for I hear the word role model. So I don't know if she called her a role model, but thank you for being a good role model kind of thing. And she told her that she loved her. And I think at that time she told her it was okay to go. And I see just tears. I see tears in her eyes. I think she did kind of the same thing you did where she gave her the permission to leave.
Yeah, she might have.
But there is a reference to, I hear the word role model. I hear I love you. I hear I don't know if you can hear me in the beginning before she says anything. Like, I don't know if you can hear me. And then she tells her some stuff. Something about, thank you for everything. Like, all the things that she wanted to say to her, she said at that point in time. It was like, Grandma, I don't know if you can hear me, but blah, 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 blah. And thank you for being such a good role model. And I love you so much. And then I feel like she gave her permission to go.
I wonder if that.
And she wants to say thank you for that permission from both of you because it allowed her to let go, because she was holding on. She didn't want to leave because of you guys, because of you and the other family members. But did Grandpa go after him or after her before? After?
Before.
Before?
Yeah.
before. Because she showed me Grandpa, but that was one reason why she wanted to go. She wanted to be with him again. Like, I feel like she had a hard time after his passing. Like, it was almost like after his passing, things kind of went downhill for her with her health and everything. Like, I think she struggled a lot more than she showed because she always tried to seem stronger than she was. Like, she tried to hide, and it's almost like she was brokenhearted. Literally, that had to do with her heart because it was brokenhearted. But it was like after that, like a little bit after that, her health started to decline. I don't know, it's like 1 or 2 years, or I don't really know exactly how far.
She passed a while after him.
A while after him? Well, for 1 or 2 years, there's something about 1 or 2 years after his passing. So I don't know if maybe that she started to get sick at that 1 or 2 year mark after his passing, and maybe she didn't show it or tell it. But it was like not anything major. It was kind of like started with something little, and then it got then other things would happen, and then it was like progressive thing.
That's kind of how she was. She was up and down for a while. I mean, but it wasn't bad. She still worked.
I get a 10. So was there like about a 10-year?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, wait. Damn, how old was I? I'm trying to think. I think I was... Ugh.
I don't know if it's gone 10 years, or they're like 10 years like apart. Like he passed 10 years before her, or if it has to do with her being gone around 10 years. But there's a 10 that comes in.
Since she's been gone 10 years. Because I think I was like 16 or 17 when he passed away. And I was in my 30s when she passed away.
Okay.
Yeah, because Maggie was like 3. Or wait, 3 or 4.
Okay.
I know. I'm not good with dates at all.
That's okay. If you find out, just let me know. I mean, you know how to reach me.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, for sure.
Why am I hearing that? I'm gonna have to finish this up in a minute and get off here. We're 5 hours anyways, 5 hours and 20 minutes. Well, I keep hearing the name Sebastian, which is throwing me off because I don't know what that's for, because that was the name of my dog when I was young. So I don't know if it's the name of something she had, or if you liked Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it's fitting. I had a dog named Sebastian, so that's kind of weird. Unless he's coming through, which is again weird.
I wondered if she had a cat named Sebastian. I'm trying to think.
Like, I normally don't hear names, so when I do it, I'm getting a sharp pain in my chest. Sometimes most of the time it fits in readings, but sometimes not.
It might.
Quit it.
It might be one of her animals that she had.
Hold on.
Eat him.
She wants to just say that, she loves you, and she's thankful for the times and the moments that you shared. She wished there would have been more.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't like that there was distance, but
she wasn't happy when she left.
Yeah. Like, she wanted to be around her family. That's just how she was. She wanted to be
because we were her only grandkids.
Yeah. And so that's what she's saying. Like, she didn't like the distance. She didn't like the distance,
Yeah. I don't know if you even picked up on my other grandma. I don't even know if you'd understand her.
There's no language barrier.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because she barely spoke English.
That's only human.
Yeah.
They speak all the same language on the other side.
But that's the one that I'd probably do a reading, like a private reading with trying to get her, because of all the crap going on with my aunts and shit. That, like, me telling my family members that they just need to get over themselves.
Yeah.
But
well, hopefully it was helpful.
for sure.
But this is like a good test because I'm not used to them coming through. I'm not using a name. I'm not using a picture.
Yeah.
So
I can actually, Max, go grab that picture really quick. Let me show you a picture really quick of her.
and that's twice. That's 3 times that's happened now. So I'm getting better at that.
It's on the thing on the cabinet of the TV right there. Go
you know how I always say I have a hard time picking up like random spirits?
Yeah.
Well, now that's 3 times, but it comes in with how I'm feeling. I noticed that. Like in all my readings, it starts with things that I feel.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
This picture too has both my grandma and grandpa in it.
So that's why I think this is how I'm going to be able to pick up. Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you if she had like kind of curly hair. Okay, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one that they lived in Missouri, and he was. So one thing that my grandpa always did that was so funny, he could act like an auctioneer.
Oh, okay.
Like
I was going to ask you if he liked being Santa Claus, but
no, he never. I don't ever. He liked like giving out the presents when we would go over there, but he never dressed up like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why I just thought of that right now, but I didn't expect it to click. I couldn't get it. Like, that's why I hate whenever I try to get stuff for people. Like, I can't get stuff I try to get, except for I think that conversation. But like, it's almost like I try too hard, to get it, and then I can't get it.
That's why I was like, dude, it was funny though. He used to always act like an auctioneer. We'd sit there and laugh.